First on Fox, justice served and a family relieved. A jury has found Daniel Riley guilty on 4 of 5 counts. Riley is the man responsible for the crash that caused former Tennessee volleyball player Jana Edmonson to lose both of her legs. Fox 2's Max Dieknight talked to Jana and her family and was there as the verdict came down. Max, what was their reaction?
Mandy, Jana and her family are in good spirits. They say they are grateful tonight after Daniel Riley, as you mentioned, was found guilty on 4 of 5 counts in the building right behind us by a St. Louis City jury. I want to direct you all to your screens now. We want to show you those charges he was found guilty on just over an hour ago. The jury coming out and saying that they had found him guilty of second-degree assault, armed criminal action, operating a vehicle without a valid license, and 1 count of 4th-degree assault. Important to note, he was found not guilty on another count of 4th-degree assault. Daniel Riley now faces nearly 19 years behind bars. We will find out next month just how long he will serve. But for now, let's take a look back at the powerful victim impact statements provided by the family today. A heartbreaking victim impact statement from a young woman who has overcome more than most of us could ever imagine.
I wake up in the morning every day and I'm immediately reminded of what happened. And I never want anyone to experience the pain, the sadness, and the helplessness I felt.
Jana Edmonson was in town with her parents in February of 2023 to compete in a volleyball tournament. They were walking in downtown St. Louis when an SUV struck Jana and pinned her against a parked car. Prosecutors say Daniel Riley, the man behind the wheel of that SUV, was speeding in the moments before the crash. Prosecutors claim that as Riley sped past a yield sign at the intersection of St. Charles and North 11th, a Chevy Malibu hit Riley's SUV, sending his car airborne and into Jana. Riley was out on bond at the time of the crash in a pending robbery case, even though he had violated the conditions of his release multiple times. Jana's parents, James and Francine Edmonson, also faced the jury Thursday.
After she had just first woke up, she said to me that day, "Mom, please make sure he doesn't get out. Don't let him do this to anyone else." My daughter was hurt so bad that day, but it could have been anyone's daughter. It could have been anyone's aunt, anyone's sister. It could have been any of ours or yours. He cared about only his personal fun and his personal gain that night.
He had no regard for human life that day. And whatever the sentence that you can give him maximum, it still would be enough to me.
But it was Jana herself who stole the show at the end of this trial, facing the jury and letting them know how this crime has impacted her life.
One positive I have gained from this journey is my faith in Jesus. Because of this terrible thing that has happened to me, I finally found a fulfilling love and happiness.
A lot of tears in the courtroom as Jana spoke this evening. By the way, Daniel Riley's sentencing will happen next month. That'll be on April 18th in the building right behind us. One more thing to share. Jana's family said one word at the end. They said they are grateful that she is alive. It was a very close call. They're grateful for her strength over the course of this past year and through this trial. And they say they are so grateful that justice has been served. Reporting in downtown St. Louis tonight, Max Dieknight, Fox 2 News.
Max, thank you. And earlier today, Jana Edmonson courageously faced the man responsible for her lifelong injuries on the witness stand today. Jana Edmonson used a wheelchair to enter the courtroom without her prosthetic legs, her wounds visible to everyone, especially the jury. She described the seconds after her legs were severed in the crash that pinned her against a parked car.
I heard my dad screaming, and he was tying something really tight around my legs. I didn't know what it was, but he was pulling.
Francine Edmonson sobbed as she described seeing her daughter's injuries.
She was on the ground, face down. And her leg was amputated, all the way gone. And then the other one, I saw her and I saw that it was barely hanging on. I just was like,
her. God, please don't let her die.
Janae cried as she remembered how she felt when she woke up in the hospital and couldn't move.
I was questioning why this had happened to me.
Volleyball was Janae's life. She had committed to play in college just days before the crash.
I'm a very active person, and so being trapped or feeling trapped and not being able to go out and even just go outside and sit outside, I just became depressed.
Janae talked about the multiple surgeries she endured and the horrific pain.
It was stabbing pain all through, down my back, into my hips and my legs. And I just felt helpless because I couldn't do anything except for deal with it.
Jurors saw photos of Janae going on to graduate from high school, learning to live without legs, and finding her way back to volleyball as a team manager with Middle Tennessee State University. As the prosecution wrapped up its case, Janae spoke words of indescribable strength for a teenage girl with a future much different than what she had planned.
And your goal is to be the best you can be.
Yes.